Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support towards the analysis and the work of this channel. Today, I want us to look and talk about the talk that Joe Biden is bringing in the Middle where the ambassador of Russia had a meeting with the president of the Republic of Kenya the other time. What we are being told is that Biden's obsession with African countries that are having relationship with Russia, he is kicking out those countries outside the trade agreement that United States of America always have with these African countries. What we are seeing immediately is that the other day, Ethiopia was also kicked out. Countries like Burkina Faso, countries like Nigeria was kicked out from the trade agreement that the United States of America always has with these African countries. What is this thing that Joe Biden has just decided to take this to the United Congress is to ensure that Kenya was going to be kicked out of the trade agreement that the United States of America always have with these African countries that US has with the US has decided that these countries that is having recently strong relationship with Russia, they are now feeling like they are being sabotaged. And this is what Biden is saying, that I have decided that because Kenya government has not yet established progress towards establishing rule of law and political pluralism, and that is what made Joe Biden that now Kenya is going to face the wrath of the law towards the agreements that they had with certain African countries, where Kenya is one of those countries. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the way William Samoei government has been intervening towards the fight between Russia and Ukraine, I want to say that this fight has brought a lot of confusion when it comes to the agreements of certain countries with the United States of America. You do remember very well, I think according to my opinion, the way I see this war of Russia and Ukraine is like United States of America. They are always rallying behind Ukraine. So they are feeling like Russia is not doing a right thing when it comes to the fight and fighting Ukraine. One thing that I realized at that time that this fight arose in the midst where there was certain disagreement, there was this discussion of NATO, Ukraine likely joining the US, NATO, and those kind of union. So Russia felt like they were being sabotaged. That when Ukraine was to join superpower countries like United States of America, they feel that the union will not only affect the economy across the world, but also when it comes to the this war, that there will be also a discussion of war. And I want to say like this: United States of America is not feeling comfortable to those countries that are likely just showing that they are supporting Ukraine, or they are trying to advocate so that this war can come to an end, because this war is affecting a large number of countries across the world. not only these countries that are in Africa, but also certain countries across the world. So Joe Biden, when he decides to take this issue of countries that are likely having strong relationship with Russia to the United Congress, is that he is feeling like they are being swayed and they are being wooed with so-called Russia, because when Joe Biden is looking like Russia is having partnership with other countries in Africa, yet United States of America had this program of having trade agreement with several African countries. So even the other day, you could see that Russia, after ambassador of Russia came and they had a talk with William Samoei as the president of the Republic of Kenya. I think the Russian ambassador came twice. While Ruto was the deputy president, they met. Then again the other day when William Samoei was now fully the president of the Republic of Kenya, and they had a meeting. And remember also, Russia has been extending their hand of assistance towards Kenya. And you see, even the other day, they gave Kenya fertilizer, free fertilizer, to assist farmers. This was to fund these farmers that were facing a lot of challenges when it comes to farming, that the farm inputs like fertilizer was so high. So this was to assist farmers. And again, what Kenyan government did was that this fertilizer that Russia gave to Kenyan free of charge, they subsidized them. It looked like it was something that they bought, but it was a free fertilizer from Russia. So it's like United States of America is feeling like these countries are now going to depend more in Russia than United States of America, because also Russia also has this agreement, also trade agreement with certain African countries, and not only African countries but other countries across the world. So that is the news that we are receiving. We don't know how this is going to happen, but we are waiting time to tell if there will be a conversation with the ambassador of US to the government of the Republic of Kenya, or either ambassador of Russia with the government of Kenya, because this is what we are facing. But it is not only Kenya that has been kicked out, but also Ethiopia the other day was kicked out because of that certain relationship with Russia. Burkina Faso was also kicked out. Nigeria was also kicked out, and several countries across the Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how this will go, but let us wait and see the way it will be. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your opinion? You can give your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of great support. If you are a visitor, please consider subscribing. You put on the notification bell that when I upload my videos, you get notified. For those who are returning subscribers, please, I want to say thank you so much. Please consider liking this video. Bye bye till we meet on another video.